What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking more about Core Century Stampede, and before you say, oh my goodness, here we go, Sparkman is about to get negative, he's about to be, crapping on Konami and all these things. Listen, if Konami didn't give me a reason to crap on them, then I wouldn't do it, right? Like I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I give as real takes as I can when I do these videos, just because. Listen, I know a lot of people are going to sugarcoat a lot of things, and to be honest, I'm not that person. I'm just going to tell you plain and simple how it is, and it's going to be my opinion. Listen, it might not be everyone's opinion. You might have a different opinion than me, and I totally respect that. But when it comes down to the end of the day, Konami does more bad things than good, and that is why it gets highlighted more on the channel than the good stuff. And I do talk about good things on the channel, about Konami, about things that they're doing correct. But a lot of times, they are doing things that are not always in the best interest of the player base. I will say in this regard, in this set especially, they did everything for the player base in terms of actually playing the game. So I will give them credit where credit's due, right? In terms of a lot of the reprint stuff, in terms of a lot of cards we've seen, it's been in support of older formats and of current format. So that is where I do need to give them where the credit is there. But where they have failed and where they have told us that they would give us a lot of nostalgic cards is where they have failed. And this is why we have pointed that out, because we're seeing a lot of cards in this set especially that that's not even nostalgic reprints. Like they're current day format cards that got printed within the last 3 years. And it makes no sense as to why that would be a nostalgic card pool as a QCR. I would be very pissed, and I am very pissed to be honest with you, because I don't see a lot of the cards that I really wanted from this. I don't see a Time Wizard. I don't see things that I want like Beast Skull Dragon. Like all these things that we wanted from the nostalgic era, Elementary Sparkman, Bubbleman, Burstinatrix, all these things as a QCR from the GX era, these things were not given to us. And I repeated it a lot of times, and those are the cards I wanted, sure. But there's a lot of more other cards people wanted that wasn't in this and got replaced by total bullshit. And I'm not gonna mince words here because it is kind of bullshit of what we've been given, in terms of nostalgia card pool. Now for the meta stuff, they nailed it. They did a great job in terms of reprinting stuff fast. I will give them all the applause. Molt Charming Fuelis is in this one, right? Engraver, even though I think it's going to get hit in the ban list, is in this set. Crimson Dragon, Super Star Slayer is in this set. That new Zeus card is in this set. That artwork is amazing. Effect Veil, new artwork is amazing. Tour Guide from the Underworld, new artwork is amazing. There's a lot of new artwork cards, right? The alternate artwork cards that are absolutely amazing. But then you have your head scratching as to why Mr. Atlantean Heavy Infantry is in this when it just got reprinted 2 weeks ago in the Maze set. So that's where the frustration begins, because it just got a collector rare and then it gets another collector rare coming into Stampede. Where does the sense even make sense there? The math isn't mathing, as they say in the current day and age of these kids. It doesn't make any sense, everybody. I wish I can actually come on here and be like, damn, this is amazing. Everything's amazing. It's 10 out of 10. But they find a way to make this set not as hype as we should have been. We were so hyped going into this, right? If you watch my previous videos on Stampede, it was oh man, we gotta prepare. It's gonna be amazing, right? We saw what happened Bonanza. We know what's gonna happen in Stampede. They're gonna be putting on a bunch of amazing nostalgia cards. They're gonna do all these things, and they didn't do that, right? Then they reprinted certain cards that should not be reprinted, in terms of just in general, because it could have been reprinted somewhere else. Could have reprinted in Battle of Legend. That new set coming out. There was opportunities to reprint stuff in other things without it being in this set specifically, given that people were wanting other things in this. There's just a lot of filler that people were not asking for. Again, there's a lot of old format cards in this one as well that did get a reprint, which was needed, right? Number 11, Big Eye. I know we've had a lot of reprints of that card, but it's still nice to see as a QCR coming into this one. Number 106 is a great example of that as well. I know Major with a $1,000 card, people are like, yo, Sparkman, listen, you have to understand this was a $1,000 card. Listen, I understand, but also Konami kind of reprinted that card initially as only a QCR. They kind of baited us to be like, oh my god, they reprinted $1,000 card. Like, this is amazing. Like, no, y'all. Like, listen, like, you think it's amazing because it's $1,000 card. It's not really $1,000 card. It's just $1,000 card because Blue Eyes is relevant. It is a collector type of card. It's the only rarity you can get it in because they didn't print it any other rarity. So that's why it's a very valuable card. It's not a friggin' valuable card, everybody. And Konami took advantage of that and printed this set so that way you could think it's a really valuable card. Listen, they know what they're doing. They're very smart out there. Not too smart because they don't know how to market or bring out a set properly at times, because given all the hype of Bonanza, which I will give Bonanza where credit's due, that's a 10 out of 10 set. I love that set. I absolutely adore that set. I think there's so many things that was nailed in that set that was done perfectly. Maybe some meta stuff missed in that one, specifically a little bit, but I will say it was a pretty amazing set, and we've seen the, you know, what's happened. Yeah, you know, like, I don't know, everybody. I don't know. I'm a little pissed off. You know, God Cowboy is a great card too. Like, there are good cards in this one. Like, I'm not gonna tell you everything is bad, everything is doom and gloom. Like, I don't want to come off that perspective because I think a lot of people were like, oh, Sparkman hates Stampede. It's the worst set ever. Like, I don't think it's the worst set ever. I think it's the worst way of Konami bringing out a set with that so much hype that just got shut down almost immediately by seeing some of the printings that, you know, happened in this set, because we were expecting much more. That's what I will say. And then, again, there's just a lot of head scratchers, and I'm just kind of like losing my hair right now because I feel like, oh my god, like why are some of these things in here? Like, I love Six Samurais, but Shien's Dojo does not belong in here. Like, we could have put a different Six Samurai card if we're talking seriousness here. Like, you know, like, come on, terraforming, like, why is that in here as well? I feel like terraforming is gonna get banned, by the way, just putting that out there to everybody. You know, Seventh Ascension is a great card. Like, I think there's a lot of great meta stuff in this one. I think they failed the nostalgic side of it, but there is a lot of great meta stuff. Like, a lot. Like, I will not say there's not, because it's hard to even say that when you see a bunch of cards that are $50 and above reprinted in this. Like, that's amazing by itself, right? But I think, like, as a person that wanted to collect nostalgic stuff myself, it is disheartening. Now, I will say I'm very happy about the Power Tool Dragon. I wish they also put Live Stream Dragon, but we can't always get everything we want. But then again, like, then they have stuff in here that don't make no sense. But again, like, I digress. And then we have, like, a bunch of Dark Magicians that we definitely didn't ask for. It's nice. Like, I listen, I'm not a Dark Magician hater, but damn, like, how many do we need as well? Like, you know, take it easy there. It is what it is, right? We'll take it because it's the OG card. We'll take it because Blue Eyes is OG card. Dark Magician Girl of Red Eyes. Like, I understand they want to print every single of the trio, or the quadruple, I should say, as in every single rarity they can, especially the QCR. Sure. Sure. I don't know if it's justified, but sure. There's some past format cards in here that is definitely bangers, right? Like, you know, they're like Augusto Emerald. Even today, to this day, this card is relevant. MX Saber Invoker is a great card. I know it's banned, but if it does ever get off the ban list, this is a great card to have. Wind-Up Carries and Mighty. I'm a big Wind-Up fan, so this is always nice, but it's banned, right? Wind-Ups are getting a lot of popularity for older formats, so it's nice to see some stuff in here with both Wind-Up Magician, Wind-Up Shark. Card D is nice. You know, there are nice cards in this one. I just don't know if people are going to be satisfied with this being the nostalgic pool. Like, if this especially being what we're given. Like, some of these cards, like go stuff, like, why we need that? Like, there's no reason for that to be in here. You know, I actually respect this one being in here a lot, because I know there was a lot of hype back in the day with this deck and everything like that. Like, Dark Rules were they were serious. Like, they made an impact in the meta. So I know why there's certain cards in here. But then they're like new cards, which like I'm just like, why? Exitana, it's a great card. Like I won't say everything is bad because I can't say that with a serious face. I think we're just expecting more, right? I think at the end of the day, we're just expecting more. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, everybody. Are you like, what are you giving this? What's the grade you're giving this, right? Out of 10, right? 1 to 10, where are you putting this? If I'm being completely honest with you, if we're talking about meta stuff, this gets like a 9.5, right? I think missing Kashira Bishio stuff in this one kind of hurts. That's why I put it at the 9.5. Fiendsman Tract is not in here, so I'll put it at 9.5. The nostalgia side of this, I'm not gonna lie to everybody, I'm gonna give it probably a 5.5 or a 6. Like, it's going to be on the lower side. And I'm being kind of generous with that grade as well because I don't even believe there's much stuff in the nostalgia pool that I even want. And that's just my opinion, right? That's just my opinion. You might give it a 9, you might give it a 10. That's on you. But personally, I gotta give it a low score. I can't see this being a really high score nostalgic side because why would I give it a high score at this point? There's no real pull factor for the nostalgia side. There really isn't. There's not a lot of cards I would want in this side. Realistically. The main set, yeah, sure. There's some decent stuff for competitive play, for sure. For sure. I'm really hyped about the Dark Magicians though, because I really want this as a QCR. I will say I'm hyped about that. But yeah, that's about it for this video, everybody. I just want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. Give it a grade. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But from your choice, Sparkman, we'll catch you next one. Please try and comment. And oh wait, shout out to Dual Daddy, by the way, for providing these images. Love it, love it. Shout out to Dual Daddy. Yeah, we'll catch you next one. Peace out, YouTube.